Ravens should explore all in-house options in their efforts to replace the injured Ardarius Washington at the safety position. I can only imagine they would be gun-shy about going out and picking up another free agent safety. The Earl Thomas signing was a catastrophe. I'm not sure how you spend big money on a guy, no matter how talented he is, that has the nerve to flip off his head coach on national TV. Marcus Williams didn't pan out, and Eddie Jackson was a wash. I think they should look in-house, and I believe they will. Tonight we're looking at SANOUSSI Kane. SANOUSSI's aligned over the tight end. Shows great patience here with the offensive line blocking away and the look of outside zone. Stays alert to this keeper. I think he's got great eyes. Very patient here, still in his gap. He's not too quick to the flat or to get out of his gap. He remains in a position to be under any kind of slant or in-breaking route. Once the tight end leaves this block, SANOUSSI is with him to the flat. He's going to get his outside arm through the catch point and break this pass up. First down and 10, it is important, or at least it's interesting to see how it is that SANOUSSI was used, the different alignments and assignments that he was asked to perform. Here we see him lined up against a wide receiver inside. This is a 3-match coverage. This receiver is going to run a quick out. SANOUSSI is going to stay on top of him with his eyes to the backfield. Notice he takes away the quarterback's first read. And this is important. SANOUSSI doesn't nail down on this route on 1st and 10, but he drops to get under any sort of route to the sticks here. Just in the first 2 plays I'm showing, I see SANOUSSI as a guy who understands his role in coverage, who's reading the action in the backfield, and who's patient in his assignments. On this play, the football goes away from him, but I just want to illustrate how he's being used, or the different ways he's being used. Here we see him man-to-man on this number 3 inside wide receiver to the flat. This play stood out to me as I pulled it. I think it illustrates his ability to read, his ability to check on the fly into a different coverage. The Eagles are in 2-by-2. The Ravens, at least initially, are in a triangle or 3-over-2 to that side coverage. This receiver is going to motion away. As soon as he does, we'll see SANOUSSI and Nate check to a different coverage. This is a cut call. Notice Nate's going to have one eye to the number 2 receiver inside. He's going to reroute and cover anything to the flat. SANOUSSI's going to take number 1 vertical. Side note, we don't want this linebacker chasing this under route. That's for Trenton. This is an outside-inside switch coverage. We have SANOUSSI in a split field, too high look right here. Love his eyes, just in general. Think he's a very smart player. He isn't just reading this route. He's aware of the number 2 receiver inside who releases off his block. SANOUSSI's still on top of the vertical. Watch the pursuit and the range downhill. He comes off of that. Makes a big hit to stop the ball carrier. No question in my mind, SANOUSSI is going to be a better than average run defender. Very physical. Watch him reading the action in the backfield. Watch him take on the play side shoulder of this guard and shed. Much bigger man, he discards and then finds the ball carrier. To my eyes, SANOUSSI is a very easy mover, whether he's down near the line of scrimmage with C-gap responsibilities or on the back end. I think he reads great. Really impressed by that. Very patient, reading the backfield. I think it's notable how he feels understands, however you want to put it, this block coming to get him, and he's able to slip under it while at the same time reading this bounce of the back and makes the tackle. Here we have him as our middle of the field safety. Deep seam to post. This linebacker does a nice job in his drop, taking away this in-breaking route. Then we see SANOUSSI drive and match it. I remember wanting the Ravens to draft Ardarius Washington as high as the 3rd round. It was cool to hear Coach Harbaugh refer to Ardarius as a great football player, because that's what he is. The Ravens have had success at the safety position with Ardarius as an undrafted free agent, Geno Stone as a 7th round pick, and Chuck Clark, who I think was a 6th round pick. He could have been a 5th round pick. I see a lot of promise in SANOUSSI Kane that he can be the next in line after Ardarius. We see him here on a 2nd level. Blitz, 5-man rush. Some confusion inside here between the back and the guard. Trenton Simpson kind of goes free. He beats the running back and gets a hit on the quarterback along with Trenton.